great pleasure. I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Gene Alves, President of the Board of Directors.
Gee, I want to thank for all you people for being here. It's an honor for us to see so many people for our dedication of our new building. Again, thank you very much. And before I get started, I'd just like to introduce our Board of Directors. The Vice President Judith Rodriguez, our Treasurer Richard Vasconcelos, our Secretary Cindy Rodriguez. Is there a gentleman out here yet? No. A member of our Board of Directors, Mike Moran. Tommy Murray Hackett. Mary Sylvia. Marion Batt. Our Corporate Counsel, Robert Marchand. On behalf of the Board of Directors of the Family Health Center, I welcome you to our open house. This is a historic occasion as we finally open the doors in this facility. It is magnificent and is appropriate for the high quality of medical and dental care that we provide for our patients. HealthFirst have a proud history and we remain committed to our mission of serving the people of the greater Fall River community, regardless of ability to pay. But we believe that this building is for all people, regardless of their life circumstances, even those with health insurance. It's a pleasure for me to introduce Janet LaBelle, representing United States Senator John Kerry.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Senator John Kerry, it's an honor for me to convey greetings to HealthFirst on this extraordinary facility. But before I do, I just want to acknowledge another staff person who is here. Chris Flanagan is the office administrator from Washington, and he's vacationing down the beach, so I asked him to join me. Chris. And the greetings from the Senator are as follows. I am proud to congratulate HealthFirst Family Care Center of Fall River on the occasion of its 40th anniversary and join everyone gathered here today in celebrating the grand opening of its new state-of-the-art health facility. For 40 years, the center has been committed to delivering quality, affordable health care, including primary and preventive health care, dental care, and other specialty services to South Coast residents of all ages, races, backgrounds, and cultures. I'd like to thank CEO Julie Allman and all the other dedicated professionals and volunteers whose tireless advocacy on behalf of individuals and families have helped make HealthFirst Family Care Center a vital part of our community. Once again, I congratulate the center on this wonderful occasion, and I wish it many more years continued success. John F. Kerry, United States Senator.
Director of the Bureau of Community Health Centers and Prevention, representing John Allerbach, Massachusetts Commission of Public Health.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here. This is really amazing. I'm a nurse and practiced nursing for many years before I came to the Department of Public Health, and I can say this just has an incredible cheery feeling. So to work here and have your patients come here, they're going to feel better already. I am the Director of the Bureau of Community Health, and I bring greetings from Commissioner Auerbach, who's very busy looking at the new health care bill that has come along and the $60 million that we're hoping we can share with you and other communities across the Commonwealth to focus on prevention and care coordination of chronic disease. But I'm delighted to be here representing him and my colleagues. In the Bureau of Community Health and Prevention, we have many contracts with community health centers, so we really are true partners in serving the most needy people and ensuring that there's health equity in our communities. And some of the programs that I oversee are oral health, school-based health centers, family planning, chronic disease prevention and control, cancer screening programs, our primary care loan repayment programs. And so we really are allies in this work together, and it's wonderful to see a community come together and really create such a wonderful place to provide care. So congratulations to all of you.
Please welcome a longtime supporter of HealthFirst, State Senator Mike Rogers.
Thank you, Gene. Good afternoon, everyone. You know, I walked in here, I hadn't been here since the groundbreaking, and you know, I was at a loss for words. It's, wow, this is incredible. For so many years, I would visit Julie and her team at HealthFirst down on County Street and walk through the myriad of hallways, and people would tell me that, you know, their office was a closet, and they really meant it. You know, it wasn't a euphemism, but they would move boxes out of closets and turn it into someone's offices. And for over 40 years, you know, they struggled through all of that and provided nothing but the highest quality of health care for the citizens and residents of Fall River, Greater Fall River. And I want to thank them for that. I'm confident now that the services are going to get even better. I would like to especially thank the staff that work here, and the staff, especially those in the Patients Benefits Department, who help my constituents navigate through the very difficult bureaucratic process of ensuring that they can get the proper coverage for their health care. So congratulations, all of you. This is just a tremendous day for HealthFirst and a tremendous day for the city of Fall River. Thank you.
Thank you. Please welcome another longtime supporter of our program, State Representative Dave Sullivan.
Thank you, Gene, and I just really want to say thank you to all the people who have supported this initiative. This is, I too am one who has been visiting HealthFirst for many, many years, knowing many of the employees who work there and provided the health care for folks. I described it as sort of a maze being in the old building. You'd walk down, there'd be no window. You'd ask, do I take a left, do I take a right, or whatever. But it was absolutely amazing what you did to provide those services for this community. And it's a testament to you, as you work, the workers, those who facilitated healthcare in this area and in this region, to be able to come to a place like this. This is a new dawn for Fall River. It's going to be such a tremendous resource, and it's just so happy to be here, and you certainly can count on my support forever. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Please welcome a good friend of HealthFirst and a person who helped us get the money so we can buy the building. You know, as you all know, we got a $12 million grant from the feds, but we were short $1.5 million to purchase the building, and Mayor Will Flanagan helped us raise that funds. It's my pleasure to introduce you here.
Gene, thank you for that introduction, and it's simply amazing to enter into this facility this afternoon and see the turnout here. But what impresses me the most is not the quantity of the people here, but the quality of the people who are assembled here this afternoon. Just scanning the crowd, all of the faces here are community partners here in the city of Fall River. And I know I've called upon you personally in previous times to ask you for your help. But to see all of you assembled under one roof, I know that HealthFirst is in good hands going forward. And just to go back in time a little bit, right after I was elected, it was about November of 2009, my cell phone rang, and it was Gene Alves on the other end. And Gene said, Mayor, you know, we just received a large federal grant working with Bonnie Frank and John Kerry of $11.5 million, and it's been allocated to HealthFirst. And if we don't find a facility to invest that grant money in, we may lose this grant. And I said, we're not going to let that happen. First, it's great that the federal government has bestowed upon us $11.5 million, but we want to make sure that that money is going to get invested in the community, and that's going to get invested in the way that it was bestowed upon us. So I brought in the Office of Economic Development, and Ken Feiler and I worked with Julie Allman and Gene Alves and all the various board of directors here. We brought in some local community banks, and we were able to bridge the gap and able to secure this building. And what makes it even more special is that this was the building that they wanted to secure. And being here for the groundbreaking, many of you were here, we saw an empty former mill building here in the heart of the Flint. And what we're able to do with federal stimulus dollars is really just unbelievable. We put people back to work in the construction trades. We're hiring new people here, and doctors and nurses and practitioners, and we're investing capital within this building, all of which is going to be used to help people. You know, the medical profession is designated in helping people at their time of need. And touring the other facility on County Street, I just really want to take my hats off to all of the staff here. You performed miracles in that building, given the space that you had and what you had to work with. So that goes to show the quality of the people involved and the dedicated staff that HealthFirst has. And there are a number of other elected officials here. I want to take a moment to recognize them. City Councilor Eric Poulin, School Committee Man Joseph Martin. I just saw Congressman Keating enter the room, and I saw former Senator Tom Norton here also. All of which who play a helping hand in making sure communities like this one move forward. And just one last plug, you know, I want to really commend Julie and Jean, the board of directors, the entire staff here. You know, HealthFirst has over the years really helped those who might have been lost in the system. People who were unsure where to go, maybe didn't have the medical coverage they needed to get the quality of care that they really do deserve. And I want to say thank you on behalf of the city for being here and being a community partner. But we want to make this facility grow. We want the entire city to be able to come to HealthFirst and receive quality care. And I know that under its current leadership, HealthFirst will continue to expand. It will serve the entire southeastern Massachusetts region, and it will continue to provide quality care to those who need it. Thank you for having me. Congratulations. This is not only a great day for HealthFirst, but it's a great day for the city of Fall River. God bless you.
Thank you, Mayor. We appreciate all the help you gave us. We're going to jump around for now. Congressman Keating, would you like to come up, please, and say a few words?
Well, this week in the United States is Community Health Center Week. There couldn't be a more appropriate time for this to occur. And you know, it's a situation when I go back with Jim Hunt and the Community Health Center movement for decades. But right here in Fall River, you were so far ahead of the state, which is so far ahead of the country, in going with HealthFirst back to 1971 as part of the Model Cities program. And the fact that this has had such support from the city and everyone from the community is really a metaphor for moving to this fine location now, because it didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen without community support. It didn't happen without a commitment. The United States of America is looking to Massachusetts right now in terms of finding out how to meet quality health care and trying to make it in the most value-centered way possible. And it's this example here, since 1971, that they'll be able to look back at. Not just at the foresight, but at the fact that it's continued to increase in its quality, and it now has a beautiful facility. You know, as you look back, the old Quaker Fabric Company, this is a new kind of fabric that's being produced now, a social fabric, a fabric that community weaves together to make sure that in the last analysis there's a quality, a tapestry of life, a tapestry that brings in all people, regardless of what language or culture they come from, regardless of their income, regardless of who they happen to be, other than people that need some medical help. It's a proud day for Fall River. It's another example that we should take back to Washington, and I can't think of a better example to use on this National Week of looking at community health centers. Congratulations.
Speaker will be James Hunt, President and CEO of the Massachusetts League of Community Health Centers.
Thank you.
Hi everyone, and Julie and Jean, congratulations. This is Health Center Week, and this is what it's all about. And it's interesting, as I was walking in, I wrote down 2 words. My first one was already used by Mike, and that was wow. And my other word that I wrote down was respectful. One of the things that the access equation that we talk about means, and the essence of it, is that you can have insurance. But if you can't get access to high quality health care in a respectful manner, both for patients, employees, and of the community, then in fact you can't meet that equation. So cards don't equal access, but you have created that equal access today here in this health center, in this city, and across this Commonwealth through our healthcare reform efforts. So I just can't say anything but wow and how respectful this is. As the Congressman has said, and our Mayor so eloquently said, make no mistake about it, that there are critics of the Recovery Act, which we call the stimulus, and there are certainly critics of the Affordable Care Act. But this health center and this construction and this stimulus grant from the federal government bring about the essence of creating jobs, creating an atmosphere of respect and access to health care where it's needed. And probably most important, what we will see, and I know the Mayor supports this as well, an engine for revitalization by creating career paths and entry-level positions and the stimulus within the community itself. Our governor and our legislature, through these gentlemen and through Governor Patrick, couldn't be more supportive of the community health center movement. I bring you the greetings today of now our 50 health centers statewide, serving over 800,000 people in the Commonwealth in the same respectful manner of equating insurance and access to primary care at the best possible level. So with that, I congratulate you, Julie, Jean. Thanks for the opportunity, and happy Health Center Week.
Now it's a pleasure to introduce you, one of my teammates, and getting this project done, Judy Almond, our CEO. Judy.
Hi everyone, it's a pleasure to see so many people here today. On behalf of the employees, of the great employees of HealthFirst Family Care Center, I welcome you. We are so proud of this building project for so many reasons. This facility allows us to double the number of people we serve through the addition of new programs and services and employees. It was important to us that local tradespeople be hired when possible, and I'm proud to report that this project recorded over 16,000 in local trade man-hours, representing approximately $950,000 in salaries and fringe benefits. We put people to work and reinvigorated the local economy. We're proud to have remained in the same neighborhood and to be part of the revitalization that's going on in this area of Fall River. We're grateful to our tenants, South Coast Hospitals Group, Standard Pharmacy at HealthFirst, and National Rehabilitation Centers for supporting our vision of providing one-stop shopping for our patients' convenience by providing services here. HealthFirst does support the arts, and the artwork that you see is for sale and is on loan to us through mid-October. We thank Sheila Oliveira, curator for the Greater Fall River Art Association, for her assistance with this collaboration. Sheila? Sheila can provide the information you need regarding the local artists and prices should you be interested. This building has a great history, and we shall continue on in the proud spirit of those who came before us here. Now I'd like to introduce Barry Pelland, our facilities manager. Barry was often a voice of reason and sound judgment during our 1.5 years of weekly project management meetings. No one is more proud of this facility than he is. Barry?
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd just like to say I am proud of this facility and the talented people I work with on this project. And I'd like to thank Julie and Jean for making me part of it. It meant a lot to all of us, and it far exceeded, I think, any of our expectations. And now we're here. And thank you for that. It's awesome. I'd like to introduce some of the members of the team. And first I'd like to introduce Steve Van Ness, who's the principal of Stephanie and Bradley Architects. Steve, step up, please.
I think I remember a time about 2 years ago, standing in this building with Julie and Barry at the time. And Julie had a very good idea about what she wanted, a real vision of the kind of environment she wanted to create to deliver care to her patients. And I'm not sure she really thought she could do it in this building, but I think...
Too many toilets.
There was a whole row of toilets. Absolutely.
18 of them to be.
Yeah, exactly, right. Anyway, it's been an honor and a pleasure to work with Julie and her dedicated staff, to work with Barry, and to create their vision in real bricks and mortar, as we say in the industry. It's been a pleasure to work with her staff. They've been dedicated throughout the process to creating this facility, and it's clear that they're dedicated to the care of their patients and to a facility that will award them with the dignity and the respect that they deserve. I think that we'll be introducing the rest of the team, but we could not have done this without Columbia Construction and without Skanska, the project managers. So it's been a real team effort. Thank you very much.
I'd like to introduce Jim Marsh, who's the Senior Vice President and the Chief Operating Officer for Columbia Construction. Jim?
Thank you. As I've heard the words wow and respectful and a bunch of other things, and it was a real pleasure for us to be involved, and but more importantly, it was a real thrill, and we had a lot of fun. As Steve said, it was a real team effort. So I would just like to take a minute and have the people who worked on the project, putting all this together from the design to the project management. I know I see Rich and Paul and Mike and Peter, and Kevin Newman's not here. I think he's on vacation, sailing or something. But Matt Martin. So you just raise your hands, and these are the guys that put it together.
Mary Ann and I can stand up here and take a lot of credit for it, but these are the guys that really, and gals, and Kate originally, that really put it together and roll up their sleeves and get it done. And when we first showed up here, similarly, we knew there was a task ahead of us, and at times it looked like Beirut, and because it's a single-story building with a lot of underground plumbing, and you got to get those pipes into the ground. But we managed, and most importantly, as I thought of what words I might say today, I came up with the word special. And I looked it up in the dictionary, and it said, of a distinct or particular kind or character. The kind is the building, obviously, but the real character, I believe, starts at the top of the team, and that's with Julie and Jean. They did a fabulous job. They're great leaders. They were great owners. They made decisions, which helps us all when we want to get through a process, and we had a lot of fun. So thank you very much, and congratulations.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Mary Ann Williams, who is our project executive for Skansky USA Building. Mary Ann?
Hi, it is very much an honor to be here today because I had a similar experience about wow, but it was when I first walked into the facility on County Street and I said, wow. and I actually choked up a little bit when I first met Julie there, and I was amazed at what was accomplished in that facility and in the condition of the building. And then we came over to this building, and again I said, wow, look what we have to work with here. And so for all of us, it was really important to have strong leaders like Barry and Julie and Jean, and to have a vision and commitment. There was so many conversations that took place with staff, unending, lots of pushback, trying to get the most value for the dollars available. It was huge, and they were relentless. It was like, well, why can't we do this? And it's like we kept pushing it, and I truly think we got the most value for the dollars available. And it takes a huge commitment from a team, every single person, and the staff to be able to be thoughtful to say, all right, how do we work now? How do we work better in the future? How do we serve our clients? And when you start looking at the mission of Health First, it really is, I'm struck with, about taking care of families. And this process has really allowed us, it's an honor as construction professionals and design professionals to work with an organization like this that, and I'm going to get choked up again, that cares so deeply about the community that they live in, and that they would put so much there. I know, I would see Julie an email at 6:05, and I'd smile to myself and I'd email back, good morning, to know that she was there. And to see that level of commitment among all these team members, they were relentless in really trying to provide the best possible project. So again, I'm honored to have worked with everyone here in this group, and I feel good that I was part of it. Thank you.
We did have a good team going, and I have to say that I miss you guys. I always respected you as the experts, but we can truly now call you all friends, and I'm very proud of that. It's been a pleasure. Allow me now to introduce the... Oh, I'm sorry. Representative Schmidt, did you have a few words today?
Well, I should first of all say that I'm sorry that I was late.
Well, that's quite okay.
But I do want to say that I think it's a very exciting time to be part of medicine in Massachusetts. Massachusetts was the first to have universal health care, and now we want to be the first state to do something about the cost of health care. And the bill And the bill which the legislature passed a week ago and which the governor signed, I think, on Monday morning, seeks to channel more healthcare dollars into prevention.
Yes.
And we know, in fact, that that is the way to bring down the cost of healthcare by keeping people healthy and keeping them out of the hospital.
Yay for that.
And that's the function that you provide here. So I say it's an exciting time to be part of medicine in Massachusetts. I also say it's a very exciting time to be part of the HealthFirst community. Thank you very much for...
The two HealthFirst leaders who oversee the high-quality care that's provided here. Dr. Uma Kohli, our medical director, and
We're all a team, so it really doesn't matter. I just want to say thank you for everybody for joining us today for the grand opening of a new state-of-the-health care facility. We are so proud and excited to continue the HealthFirst journey of hope at 387 Quarry Street. This beautiful building is just not a building for us. It's not fancy skylights, new furniture, I should say the windows. It's a very special place. We are not just another healthcare center. We are a part of our community. We are a fabric of our community. We are very excited about the opportunity to bring expanded community continuity of care services to all our patients and to the residents of our Fall River. My greatest wish for the future is that we continue to deliver a positive impact on all of our patients and expand our services to more patients throughout the community. I'm proud of the services that we provide, which includes medical care, care management, patient navigation, referrals, patient benefits, dental services, which I'm sure the dental director will talk about, all delivered with care, compassion, and competency. Many of the features of this building are very beautiful, but they're also functional, and we hope that it will increase our efficiency and effectiveness in delivering the quality care. I'm very proud to take this opportunity to introduce my incomparable team who make our mission possible. The clinicians who work here are very dedicated to providing primary care for everyone with compassion, understanding, and wisdom. They work in team-based environment, connecting with the patients to their much-needed health services. These are the people who do the magic every day. So I just want the team to come up as I'm taking out their names here. I know the space is tight, but we worked at County Street. I think we can manage it. Dr. Gloria Mercado, a cornerstone of HealthFirst in 2009. I've been practicing primary care for over greater than 30 years. Dr. Jolie Edwards, the director of pediatrics. She completed her pediatric residency at Thomas Jefferson All DuPont Hospital in Philadelphia, and Dr. Edwards joined us in 2008. Stephanie Lee, physician assistant. She graduated with a double master's in public health with a concentration in community-oriented primary care. Stephanie joined HealthFirst in 2009, and her passion is working with the homeless population. Courtney Fleming, physician assistant, graduated with physician assistant program. Courtney joined HealthFirst in 2011, and her passion is women's health. Tara Marie Feisek, she's not here today, but she's a nurse practitioner who is a graduate of UMass Worcester School of Nursing. She joined HealthFirst in 2001, and her area of interest is adolescent population. Bethany Crook, family nurse practitioner. Her area of interest is diabetes, and she's committed to clinical research in the field of diabetes. Bethany was most recently published in the Journal of Nurse Practitioners. She joined HealthFirst in 2001. I would like to also say that this team would be incomplete without our support staff, including Linda Medrose, clinical manager, Evan Wally, nurse manager, and the entire nursing staff, care management, referrals, health information and registration, patient benefits, and last but not the least, the interpreter services. We are our own harshest critic when it comes to quality of care. and it speaks volumes about the quality of care at HealthFirst when I proudly say that my entire family are patients of HealthFirst. And I'm really looking forward to expanding these quality services to everybody in the community. And our doors are open for the city of Fall River, just as our mayor has said. Thank you very much.
So good afternoon and welcome to our new home. Aren't you glad that we don't feel like we are in Alaska like we felt on our groundbreaking ceremony? It was really cold, I remember that. Today we are in much better shape. So what you see here today is the result of the efforts of a hardworking, dedicated and very involved team of HealthFirst. So first of all, I would like to thank and congratulate our HealthFirst staff for not only daring to dream, but also sparing no effort in making sure that that dream comes true. I would also like to congratulate our patients on their new healthcare home, and that new healthcare home will provide quality care for them and also will provide them with an environment that they truly deserve. We have always taken great pride in the quality of care that we have provided to our patients. However, quality of care is not only how we treat our patients in the dental and medical exam rooms. It involves a whole lot more. It involves a patient journey from the time that they enter the health facility to the moment that they leave. This state-of-the-art building will allow us to improve all the steps involved in patient care and thus add to the quality of care that we already provide. Having 9 dental rooms, digital radiography, a PanRx machine, and a dental lab in this building will allow us to add to our staff, which will help us serve the dental needs of more people and also will help meet these needs in an efficient and timely manner. Now, our goal is to make sure that rather than just meeting the basic dental needs of our patients, we concentrate on providing comprehensive care by adding services that we have not been able to offer to our patients due to the lack of space. Added space will allow dental department to collaborate effectively with STAR, WIC, pediatric, and our medical programs at HealthFirst, and that will help us concentrate on our goals that emphasize prevention and early intervention to prevent the oral health diseases. Advanced technology will facilitate our interaction with other health facilities in an efficient and professional manner. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all our partners in the dental equipment industry for their support and hard work in helping us make this place what it is today. And at the end, I would like to say, where there is will, there is way. And we found our way. We are home.
Yeah.
Before I leave, I would like to introduce our dental staff. So let me start by the dentist, Dr. Pandey. Dr. Pandey is the graduate from Tufts Dental School, and she joined us a year ago. Dr. Carr. So Dr. Carr graduated from Truman Medical Center in Kansas City, Missouri, and Dr. Carr has been with us since last 2 years. Sue Belmont. That's fine, you can stay there. She is our registered dental hygienist, and she graduated from DCC, and she joined HealthFirst in 2010. And let me introduce the rest of the staff to you, without whom we are incomplete. It's Chelsea Kavanaugh, who is the head dental assistant. Chelsea? Crystal Gracie, who is the head of the dental registration department. Grace Medeiros, she is the dental assistant. Kendra Viveros, she's our dental assistant. Rhonda, she's not here right now, but Rhonda Hoffman is here? No? Okay. And Betty Nunes, who is our dental outreach coordinator. Thanks for your kind attention.
Yeah, thank you. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce the next organization. the Fall River Elks. They're coming up to give us our first flag so we can fly it out in our new building. Jeff Hawkins is Ray here too, the man down south. Randy, you want to come up?
Good afternoon, everybody. The Elks are proud to be here today to take part of this ceremony and to dedicate the first American flag as well as the first POW MIA flag for your facility. We, the Elks, are a civic organization that prides ourselves in giving back to the community in which we live. Whether it be through our youth programs, our scholarships, our dedication to our veterans, or our donations, we realize that as a community, we need to join together to make the greater Fall River area a better place in which to live and to raise our children. We recognize HealthFirst as a wonderful facility that brings healthcare services to our citizens who otherwise might go without care. We congratulate HealthFirst on the opening of their new facility and thank them for their dedication to our citizens and for providing the much-needed healthcare services. Therefore, with great honor, in the name of the Fall River Lodge of Elks and the citizens of Fall River, I would now like to dedicate the American flag and the POW flag. I dedicate them to the memory of all the citizens of Fall River and to all Americans since our country's beginnings who on land, on sea, and in the air fought for their country and fell in defense of the flag. Julie, would you come up, please, and Jean? So, on behalf of the Elks, we present you with your flag.
Oh, thank you. We're very
Okay,
proud
thank
of
you.
you.
To get these things flying in our new building as soon as possible. We're going to continue to give them to Charlie and get them out there.
Absolutely. Get it right now. Thank you.
Yeah, this has been a dream of many of us for a long time to put us HealthFirst into a new building. They say a dream never dies until it comes true. Thanks to all of you, our dream came true. At this time, it's a pleasure for me to introduce you, Reverend Dr. Robert Lyons.
As you walked into the building out on the side, I couldn't help but notice that the symbol for this building is a big heart. And we're reminded that a mind is what you take in, but a heart is what you give out. And so it is that we come to understand the real importance and the meaning of life as we acknowledge what Jean had just commented about, a dream. And it reminds us of John Stuart Mills, who probably said it best, when he said that if you have a vision but no task, all you got is a dream. If you have a task and no vision, all you got is drudgery and a lot of work. But if you have a vision with a task, therein lies the hope of the world. And that's what I think we sense here today and acknowledge is the vision that has been put to work for which many people will benefit. Many of you will remember many years ago when there was the Truesdale Hospital here in the community, and as you walked into the front door of the old Truesdale Hospital, you were greeted by a sign that says, "To build an inn that can cure the ills that man is heir to is the greatest hope of any society." And so it is, O Lord, that we gather in the presence of those dedicated religious principles that bind us together, promoting the welfare of all that is a part of the common good. May we acknowledge that healthcare is not only a science, but it's also an art form that utilizes the human resources of caring and compassion and concern. We ask your blessing not only on this building, O God, a building that we dedicate in your name, but for leadership that serves the needs of all who seek your healing power. And may all who have made this day possible know that any service that meets the needs of humanity is ultimately a service that's performed in your name. The basic wish of all humans, O God, is to not only live, but to live well by the help of those committed to your message of health first. So may all who enter the doors of this building, may they find a hope in an illness in which one might feel hopeless, to find a help in the midst of pain when one might feel helpless. And may these doors symbolize an entrance into a wholeness of life that heals the spirit, the mind, and the body. And as different as our fingerprints, O God, our footsteps have brought us here today from many professional disciplines, but we gather with one common desire to hear that still small voice that speaks of our hearts to your mercy, that assures us of your presence in all that we do, and to know that our greatest rewards are always found in our love for one another. We congratulate those who have the courage to help the weak, who have used their wisdom in assisting those in pain, and who have used their medical knowledge to alleviate suffering. So we honor now all who work for the public welfare of the afflicted, and may our words on this day ring true when he says to those whose dreams have become a reality, well done, my good and faithful servants. Peace, shalom, and amen.
Thank you, Reverend.
My pleasure. You've been in London.
And now it's we wish to, anybody who wishes to participate for the ribbon cutting, we're going to go up to the front door and cut our ribbon and officially open up our new health center. So anybody who wishes to come out there and help us, please do so.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go, they don't work.
1, 2, 3.
This is the official tour. I'm doing an unofficial one.
Okay.
So start examination, we're going to repeat, yeah. Just a quick one. They're all exactly the same. Follow me, ma'am.
So, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. All brand new, huh? Beautiful.
What does this show here?
The blood pressure, yeah, the
Okay,
vitals,
yes, the
yeah.
vital, you pulse ox.
Yeah, the
Oh, I
pulse
like
ox.
that. Great.
Did you demonstrate how to make this?
I made it. I made it myself.
You did? What do you think?
Yeah, and it got acclimated. You have a show with you, Tammy? No.
Well, you'll go-
They're all set
What?
up there?
Is this the
Yeah,
place
they
to come
seem
in?
ready. Some people are sitting.
Sure, why not? I'm tasting one of the delicious nutritional treats. It's yogurt,
Yeah, I don't know whether you
And
want
it's
to
got
make
fresh
it
fruit.
real quick to see.
and it's a very low carb breakfast.